All right, this next question will be for Rob through Julianne. Describe one characteristic of your leadership style that you feel uniquely qualifies you to chair the party. Rob?
Boy, I really believe in people, and I have the experience. I mean, my whole life, I've been involved in this party, and it's been a characteristic of having empathy and understanding for others. My mother taught me to. It didn't matter if you were, what color you were, which sex you were. Even if you had shortcomings that maybe I didn't like, maybe I had shortcomings you didn't like, that I was to respect people. My grandmother Helen was actually Helen Romney. She was vice chair of the Republican Party, and in a gala many years after she had served as vice chair of the Republican Party, they had a gala in her honor, and she taught me a great lesson. When I asked her, why were there as many Democrats at that gala, Grandma, as there were Republicans? And she said, Robbie, people could come to me with an issue, and they could say, will you help me? And she would say, well, I don't know that I agree with you on that issue, but I respect you. Let's find a way to work together. And I think that's a characteristic that I carried with me, that it doesn't matter if you vote for me or don't vote for me. On June 18th, if I'm elected chair, I'm your chair. I understand that I'm not running for you, that I'm running with you. I understand that I'm there to be, that I am at my best when I lose myself. And caring about the big picture, that's when I find myself. So I think that characteristic is, there's something else. I haven't given up. I didn't walk away. So many people that started back in 2000 or 2005, a lot of them are gone. A lot of you are still here. But I have persisted for one reason. It wasn't because of being excited by a presidential candidate. It was being excited by you. My activism is about Utah. You are Utah, and I love Utah. And because of that, I'm just going to give you all I have. This is, if I get this opportunity to do this job, it'll be the greatest work of my life. But it's not because of just me, it's because of all the people. If you go and look at the people who have endorsed me and are going to help me. As Dick Norris said, success isn't a goal, it's a journey. Well, I've been on this journey my whole life, and I think I carry that characteristic that I have empathy for the minority voices, for the disenfranchised, and the fact that I just truly love people.
Thank you. Leonardo, please describe one characteristic of your leadership style that you feel uniquely qualifies you to chair the party.
Thank you. When I came to this country, especially when I came to Utah, I felt welcoming. And I felt people were very kind in this state. So that's what I want to show. I want to show that to the people, to say that we're open to everyone. My style will be that. Everybody will be welcome. Doesn't matter how you look like, what language do you speak, who do you decide to love, if you have a disability. It doesn't matter anything of that. It's just the love. And we have to show that. This is the party of love. I always say that to everyone that I talk to, especially in the immigrant community, because they don't know what really is the parties. They think that all the parties are the same. But when we talk about liberal ourselves, the Democratic Party really have a very clear values, and we need, and that will be my style. The style that welcome everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, and that you will make this party more powerful because you bring your background to our field. Thank you.
Thank you. Claudia?
I think a lot of the party's problem comes down to lack of communication or lack of good communication. So what I bring that's unique is I'm a relationship builder. I bring people together. I get along equally well with all of the different factions within the party. I don't see them as dichotomies or mutually exclusive. I get along with everyone equally well, and I have friends within each different group of the party, and that will go a long way. With county parties, some of them have bad feelings about the state party. They feel like the state party has interfered and messed up their own efforts or isn't providing the support that they need. I'll sit down with all of those county leaders and get to know them and the needs of their community, their party, and their voters. That's what needs to be done to strengthen those relationships. I also have relationships with a lot of the auxiliary groups that fight for the same sorts of things that Democrats are fighting for. I'm a member of the Utah Women's Coalition, which is a coalition made up of advocates from various nonprofits. We meet every week during the legislative session and about once a month the rest of the year. And we communicate and we make sure that efforts are working together, not against each other. We let each other know which bills each group is going to work on and what kind of support the other groups can provide to that group. I already have those relationships, so the party can join those efforts and be a part of that. We're not really doing a good job of working with the ACLU, working with Planned Parenthood. And I'm a teacher. I teach master's level students, and it's a weird thing teaching master's students, especially these are executive master's students, so they all have really a lot of work experience and they're really advanced in their careers. So I'm not above them as their teacher, we're peers and we just have different areas of expertise and we use each other's strengths and skills in order to learn from each other and find ways to make those connections. That's what I would do as chair, is I might know more about some areas than other people, but those people know more about other areas than I do. And we need to communicate on how we can complement each other's efforts. I want to build a party for everyone, to make sure that everyone is heard and everyone feels respected within the party. So I'm going to work to build and maintain those relationships. Thank you.
Thank you. And Julianne?
Well, quite honestly, I think one of my better characteristics for this job is my age. I am the senior member, I believe, of this crew. And,
I don't know about that.
yes, and I've still got a lot of life in me. I've raised 5 biological children and threw in 4 stepchildren. With that equals 9. I think that's one of my qualifications, that I could juggle that many. Don't you think so? one of my peace up kids, as I refer to them, is in the audience, and I think one of the qualifications I bring is I'm able to listen and unite people, to bring people out to do things that they ordinarily wouldn't think of themselves. How's that? So I think listening, being humble, knowing that you're not the one that knows it all, that you have people around you that can contribute to what you bring to the table is important. Not being, I learned with that many children, the art of negotiation, which is an art, and you need to practice that, and respect for other people's opinions. And I just feel like being a good listener is a good leader. A good leader identifies people in their team and lifts them up, and then steps back and leads from the back of the room. So I think that's my qualification. Thank you.
Thank you.